So now that we have her skin completely prepped, I'm gonna show you a really great way to do a smoky eye. And I'm also gonna show you how to take it from daytime to playtime. So we start by adding a tiny bit more translucent powder. Remember, we've applied corrector and a tiny bit of translucent powder on the eyelid. And now we're going to start with the Mary Kay Chroma Fusion eyeshadows. These are like my little babies. I worked so hard on all these shades, and the first one of them is called Biscotti, which is a matte, perfectly matte shade that I'm using it as a wash all over the eye. It's a matte sort of bone shade. And as you can see with this palette from Mary Kay, it's the perfect palette because they're really beautiful neutral shades. They are all shades that naturally occur on Marie's skin. Here's another great tip for those of you who live in warmer or more humid climates. It's really great to begin with a shade like Biscotti because it is matte and it will control the oil in that area. So now, open your eyes, Marie. Now I want to see how much fun I can have with her eyes. So one of the first things to do is we can look at the lower lash line and sort of identify, okay, maybe I want to extend the eye just a tiny bit. So I will use the angled crease brush with a brand new shade that's called Heirloom Gold. This is Heirloom Gold. And wait till you see the amount of pigment that these eyeshadows have. So I'm gonna start right at the base and sort of blend it in. So that is that Heirloom Gold right at the base of the lashes. I love that you don't have to be perfect for this. You can just apply it right on this way. The shimmers are very small and creamy. Open your eyes, Marie. So it gives that beautiful twinkle to the eye, but it's not heavily glitter, which means that it will work for any type of client, no matter what age. So now we're gonna have some fun with eyeliner. Can you look up, Marie? Perfect. I like to start the eyeliner in the inner corner, just like this. Perfect. And then look down. And I'm going to rim right at the base of her lashes. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm going to literally paint the eyeliner a little bit stronger without making sure that it's looking too perfect. Why? Because I'm gonna blend it into that Heirloom Gold color. The way that I like to do a smoky eye like this is that I start the intensity, meaning the blackest black at the base of the lashes, and then I move. I slowly gradiate up with shades that are starting to get a little bit less intense. So Heirloom Gold right above the eyeliner, just like this. And then we go to this beautiful gold that's actually called Gold Status. And I place just a tiny bit here up to the crease. When you're doing an eye like this, you want to make sure that you look directly into the mirror so that you can see what people look at, which is right at your eyes. So once you do that, we take a clean brush, an eye crease brush, and I take that Heirloom Gold color, look straight ahead into the mirror, and with your eyes open, you make sure that you identify that crease area so that we can see it, Marie, because if not, if you do your eyes with your eyes closed, you can have a lot of fun in this area, but when you open your eyes, you can't see it, right? And now, what I'm going to do is take the eye smudger brush, which is, now this brush, I really take pride in. You know, it's got that little point. So it allows you to do two things. It allows you to highlight with the tip. So I'm gonna go right in this little corner and literally just place gold status in that little corner. It also allows you to highlight under the brow bones, under the eyes. But today I'm going to take that black onyx color right here. It's called onyx. And look up. I'm going to use it almost as a liner under the eye. And then I'm taking that corner and bringing it in and blending. So everything, Marie, the trick is you always start with the base of the lashes as the darkest area. You always have at least 2 sets of brushes nearby because you need always a clean brush to make sure that you're blending everything and so that everything looks super professional. So now I'm following through like this. Perfect. We'll start with a little bit of lash primer. Look down. Now, you see that the lash primer has those little white bits and then you see the black bits on the brush. So what you want to do is get the little product right at the base of your lashes like this and then sort of walk it through, brush it through. Perfect. And then we're going to give you a very light coat of Lash Intensity mascara. And one tip that I can give you with Lash Intensity is that when you take it from here, and I'm talking Lash Intensity gives you lashes that really go to different lengths. I like to clean it a little bit on a tissue so that you don't get too much, because you don't really need too much, but you do need some of that volume and length. So look down. I start with the volume zone, which is actually the flat zone on the brush, and I'm just gonna place it right at the base of her lashes. Then using the longer bristles and just wiggling them up. Just wiggling them up. Okay, all right. So now I'll just take a tiny bit of translucent powder in that area just to set it. Don't ever be scared of translucent powder. For contouring, we're using the cream to powder foundation. And I'm going to take it actually with a sponge. Let's start with a shade like Bronze 1. And with Bronze 1, I'm going to define her cheekbones even further. So turn this way so they can see. Just like this. What's important for you to see is that it doesn't matter when you do this. With these products, you can do them even after you're done with your color because they blend really well. So I'm doing a little bit at the jawline, a tiny bit in this area, making sure that it's underneath all that beautiful glow that I created before. And a tiny bit more right around the forehead area. So I apply with a sponge and I blend with the liquid foundation powder just like this. I'm literally, Marie, carving that area. Yes. Okay, and now we're gonna do a tiny bit on the nose. So Bronze 1, once again. I start from this natural sort of shape that you have to your brows, and I just go down a tiny bit. One thing that's so important to figure out about contouring is that it doesn't just mean that you look great from the front, Marie. You have to look good when people see you from every side, and I think that's where people go wrong sometimes. So when you do the contouring, I would apply it with one brush like this, and then I would take a clean brush to blend it. So I'm finishing touches on the eyes. So this could be your afternoon smoky eye. Open up. All right. Look straight ahead. As you can see, what I've done is I added just the perfect amount of black that's mixed with the brown and gold, and it gives that eye almost a three-dimensional effect.